Hello, how are you guys doing this week? I hope you're doing good. Well, we are going to do some glitter calligraphy on this nice black beret. It is size small, and calligraphy is really just handwritten lettering, basically. It could be different fonts, different sizes. We're going to do ours in cursive, and I wrote out what we're going to do so I don't forget the form in which to shape my letters. And we're going to use, this is some of my favorite adhesive. It's Fray Stop glue. You can only get it from London, but it's not that expensive. You can get it on Etsy. Let me tell you, I have purchased a lot of adhesives. This is the best one. It really is. I like that it's non-toxic. I don't have to, you don't smell it at all. I like that I don't have to open a window or hold my breath or anything or wear a mask with it. And I like that it has a pointer because we're going to use this pointer as our pen, and we're going to write the letters on here with the adhesive and basically trace it with our glitter string, I guess you call it. Yeah. Got to make sure this is skinny up top. This is bigger at the bottom. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Controlling this thread, but I'm up for the challenge. So this is the center back of our hat. I like that, it goes from wider to narrow. We're going to use the wider part. I would say, yeah, the wider part is really here. So it's going to be like, I guess, on the side if they wear it based on where the tag is. But we're going to use the thickest part. Yeah. We're going to start it here. And I keep it face down. I've kept my adhesive face down in a cup so that all of the adhesive goes down to the bottom. I'm not going to do it like this because then my adhesive will run back. I just want to keep writing downward. And I'm just going to test it here. Yeah, okay, it's coming out nice. And I want to create a lot of spacing between my curves. I'll tell you guys something. It's my first time doing this. Yeah, it is. And you know what? I like sharing it with you the first time I do it because a lot of my hats are a one-off. You know what I mean? Like, it's a design that I don't do a million times. I may do it on 2, 3 hats and that's it. And I wasn't sure on if I should spell it, you know, Fyah, Fyah. I do have Caribbean in my blood. And I know that that's the Caribbean way to spell fire. Fyah. Okay. All right. I did test this on a piece of fabric that I want to get for you and show you. Okay, we're back. I just wanted to show you, I did a test. I don't know what I was writing here. It doesn't spell anything in particular. I was just doing some squigglies and some lettering. I wanted to see how it would dry, and you see that I used the same adhesive. Right here it's white, and on here it was white. It dried really clear, really good. And you know, this isn't really easy to lift up either, so it really has good hold, really good hold. Yeah, I was completely satisfied. That's when I said, okay, good. Now I know how it dries. Now I can go all in. Still makes me nervous to do this, but hey, it's okay. It's okay. All right, we're going in, guys. Quiet on the set. I need concentration. Okay. So don't worry about the white that you will see. Woo. Even if you get some glue on top of the glitter, that even dries clear. But try to avoid it as much as possible still. You want this to be a neat process. Okay. I'm getting nice and messy and haven't even finished the first letter yet. Okay. All right. I also let this get a little tacky before going in. Just a little. Woo. Okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. Uh-oh. Woo. Why was it easier when, why was it easier when it was on the test? Oh boy. Okay, you know what? Maybe this has to get a little bit more tacky. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be okay. All right. Where is that fan when you need it, boy? I'll tell you what. This teaches me that the thinner your coat, the better. That's what this teaches me. Because it's harder for a thick amount of glue to get tacky. You know what I mean? A thin amount of glue gets tacky real easy. Because I do know I did do a thin amount of glue on the test. One I did thin, one I did thick. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. Wonder if I should cut that. I am gonna cut it. See how all this stayed just perfect. It was less glue, less adhesive. I tell you, whoever's had that saying, less is more, knew exactly what they were talking about, boy. All right, we're going to cut this. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm just going to wait before I continue and let this get tackier. And I know when you're doing it, it's hard to see the end result because you're like, oh, look, it's gonna dry like this. It will not dry like this. If it did, I would not be doing this video. And I wouldn't be doing this hat, you know, because who wants a messy hat? Okay. Okay, we're gonna let the rest of this get a little bit more drier, a little bit more tacky before we continue, okay? Okay. Oh boy. True arts and craft project. Okay. I promise you, when I did the test, it was not this gooey, but I'm glad we're learning together because it's one of those projects I'm like, when I do this again on a hat, trust me, I'm going to know the exact amount of adhesive to use. I just am. Yeah, by the time I got to the E, this was all nice and tacky. Holding that down. I tell you, I don't know about y'all, but I spend quite a bit of time taking glue off my fingers. Oh, why don't I do my nails more? This might be the reason. But no, tomorrow I've decided I'm gonna go and get my mani and pedi done because yeah, I want to treat myself. I want to feel good about myself. Every once in a while, we need that self-care. What do you do to give yourself self-care? Look at that, guys. Fire. Whoever wears this is fire. Okay. much it. I'm going to show you how it dries, because I'm actually curious as well. This dries clear, and there's proof of it. I'm telling you, there's proof of it that it dries clear. But we want to see for ourselves after this, right? So there's a dot to be had up here. So I am going to do a little dot. Okay. I'm going to let that get nice and tacky. And I have a little surprise for the back. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put 2 matches back here. Yep. I'm going to cover this spot. Now, when I ordered these matches, I thought they were going to have the red tip, like the old school matches. They have green tips. In the picture, they had red tips. I was like, what are y'all doing? I hate that when you order something and then it doesn't look like the picture that was advertised. So I'm just taking a brush here. This is acrylic paint. And we're going to brush the tip red. We're definitely going to let this dry. But when I put it on the back of the hat, I'm going to put it in an X pattern. Okay. When I lay it down, it looks... Okay. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to put 2 back there. We're going to kind of crisscross them. Well, I'll do 3 just in case one doesn't work out. When I say don't work out, I mean, I don't know. Maybe paint chips off as I'm putting it on. I don't know. But because this has to dry for quite a while, I would hate to get 2 and then be like, oh man, I wish I had 1 more. And I don't want to wait another 12 to 24 hours for this to dry. We got our red tipped matches. Okay. Awesome. So we're just going to let this dry. Our little red stripe matches. Okay. And I have to do it. I just have to do it. I love these little boxes. Oh yeah, they work. Fire. Okay. So, we're going to wait for our red tip matches to the color on it to dry. Now I'm going to come in and put just a little dot dot my I's. You see how perfectly that went on? That shows you less is more. And I just barely brush stroked it. Let me tell you something. I have to I'm gonna have to do this again on another hat. I'm gonna do another video on this with less. In fact, I think I'm going to label it less is more. And for those who watch this video will know where I'm going with it. They'll be like, oh yeah. But if you have tried it at home or trying it at home, please come back to comments and let me know how it worked for you. Yeah, now I'm just, glue that's on top of the glitter is just peeling off very easily. Alright, we're going to let it dry and then we're going to come back and see what we have, okay? Alright. Okay, so while that's drying, it's story time. Let me turn on, oh no, I have the hot glue gun warming up. Okay, to do the matches on the back of the hat. So, because I said I wasn't going to do a separate video just for this. So, I started my second semester at FIT, Fashion Institute of Technology, because I'm in the process of getting my certificate in millinery studies. Millinery is, a hat designer, specifically more so for women, but we design hats for everyone. Okay. Well, the first semester, it was an evening class. It was 6 to 10. So there were a lot of people in my class who were doing continuing education, and they were coming to class like myself after work. So we were tired, okay? Our day, 6 to 10, by the time we started our day, right? We're up at 8 to be to work at 9 or 10. Then you work from 10 to 5. Then you go to class from 6 to 10. We were having 12 and 14-hour days. So we were tired, okay? And we were older, more mature. And when I say mature, I mean in age. Okay. Well, now this semester, my class is from 2 to 6. So we're getting the daytime students, a lot of full-time students. And honey, did I mention I'm going to FIT, Fashion Institute of Technology? They dress very nice. I mean, a lot of them, I'm sure, make their own clothes. I mean, and unique. You truly see their individual personalities in just how they present themselves. So I'm looking around as the teacher is giving the syllabus. I'm looking through my phone shopping. I said, they ain't gonna have me up in here looking like somebody's mama. And I'm just scrolling through my cell phone and I'm like, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. Because I'm like, I need to bring it up. I need this day class. I mean, it's all about your peers definitely motivate you, And one thing I have to say about if you want to learn how to do hats, can I just tell you this? You don't have to go to school. I'm doing it because, and when I say that, I mean you do need hands-on learning, but of course you don't have to go through a certificate program or a degree or anything like that. But get your hands-on training, because there was someone who I admired how he did hats, and he had a program that were just, I guess, kind of like step-by-step modules to follow. Guys, you are learning how to work on something three-dimensional. If you purchase anything or, buy someone's how-to guide and you're reading it and there's no video that accompanies it, don't waste your time, because you're going to be like, what does he mean by that? Or how am I holding it right? Am I doing enough? You need someone to look at your work, correct your work, test your work, make sure you get hands on, okay? And make sure you look good while doing it, okay? I know I plan to. All right. So I think our glue gun is hot enough. Okay, so we're back. And see, it's some of this adhesive is starting to, they say it dries clear. We are truly testing it. All right, we're going to clean up this hat a little bit. But before we do that, we have some matches to put back here. I'm thinking maybe if I put them side by side, or not make them look so perfect, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think, because at first I was going to do an X, but okay, let's just put them on the first one. For this, I'm not using fabric adhesive. I'm just using a good old hot glue gun. And oh my, when this hot glue touches your fingers, whew, feels like that hot wax. It really does. Okay. I feel like just one, I don't know. See guys, this is why y'all have to help me get to 500 subscribers, because we can have our, well no, I could do lives now. Huh. Yes, that's right. Scratch that. Well, no, please help me get to 500 subscribers. Please like, share, and subscribe. But this is what I'm going to do in the future. I'm going to do some lives, and you guys can help me decide. Oh, look at that. Right? Yeah. I think putting them in such a way that's not so perfect helps. I learned my lesson this time. We're putting on very little. Yeah. I am happy I did 3. Let's see. Is this going to be overkill? Or should I leave it at 2? No, I think 3 is overkill. I think 2 is just enough. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to let this continue to dry, and then we'll see if it's truly dries clear by tomorrow on dark felt. I know it dried clear on the light color felt. Okay. We'll be back. Alright, so this is the next morning, and you can see that's my dog. He's eating, but the bowl is traveling across the floor there. All right, so you can see how there's some residue of adhesive in between, and this is only because I put on too much adhesive. This is going to be part 1. I am going to do this again. I'm determined to get it right with less adhesive. I'm going to do a part 2. So in order to make this hat marketable, we can't show the adhesive. So I'm taking some of my good old acrylic black paint, and I'm really just going to trace it. That's it. I'm just going to trace it. And then after I do that, I'm just going to take my mini iron and go in and press it a little bit. What the iron does is it seals it so that, you know, if it rains outside, you know, you don't have to worry about the paint bleeding. Now, I got us into this mess. I'm getting us out. But the way that you don't get into this, having to do all these steps, because it shouldn't take paint. It shouldn't take paint to do this at all. Is you just simply use less adhesive. That's it. It's really that simple. Less is what? That's right. Less is more. I could hear you. Okay. So we're just going in here. And where my iron might not be able to reach, I'll probably just put a little, maybe a little steam on it so that the color absorbs further, is pressed further into the material. Just a little, not a lot. What I can see, it's fine. I think when it dries, it'll be even better. I'm not going to go through the mini iron part because I don't want you guys to have to do this at home just because I put too much adhesive on. So, learn from my mistake. And I learned pretty quickly too. And you know what I am going to do in part 2 is I don't think I'm going to necessarily write out everything. I think I'll probably do 1 or 2 letters at a time. Because what happens is as you're trying to fit the string on top of the letter, it's like, you know, you probably saw my hands were getting wet from the other letters, you know? So I'll probably only do this 1 or 2 letters at a time, but I'm glad I could at least try this out with you guys for the first time so that we now know what to do next. We both know what to do next time, right? Okay. And if for any reason you guys want to try this and show me what you did, you can, I'm going to leave my email. My email is support@tossedhat.com, And you can send me an email and show me what you did. You're welcome to show off. If you showed off as a result of learning from this video, guess what? I'm happy for you. I really am. Because that's my whole intent in doing this. And doing it unedited, you know? One thing I learned about YouTube is that most of us on here, we're not experts. We are learning and doing this trial and error. Some of us prefer to do the trials in private and then come on and, you know, show you how it's done. I like doing both. Sometimes I come on here and it's not a trial video, and then sometimes I come on here and go, guys, this is the first time I'm doing this. Let's do it together. And that was this video. Okay. Oh, look, I got a little paint there. Doesn't matter really. Okay. So once it dries, you'll see less residue, I believe. And I'll go in and do some more. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. All right, there you have it, guys. I'll show a picture at the end. And I hope you live your life with passion and fire.